Landforms of coastal deposition are formed due to the transport processes of longshore drift and the work of constructive waves leading to deposition. The direction of waves is influenced by the prevailing winds in an area. Constructive waves approach the shoreline at an angle. The strong swash pushes beach sediment such as sand and shingle up the beach at an angle, in the same direction of the waves. Following the gradient of the beach, the weaker backwash brings some material straight out. This continues over time in a zigzag pattern. The coastal load of sand and shingle is transported further along the beach by longshore drift. With constructive waves, the swash is stronger than the backwash, which results in more sediment being deposited as longshore drift takes place. The process of longshore drift can lead to the formation of landforms of coastal deposition, such as sand spits, sandbars and lagoons, and tombolos. A sand spit is a ridge of sand which extends out from the mainland across a bay. The direction of the waves influences the direction of longshore drift. If the coastline changes direction, deposition will begin to occur out into the sea. This builds up over time as the process of longshore drift continues. Eventually, this leads to the formation of a sand spit. The sand spit may curve inwards at the end due to wave refraction. Low hills of sand called sand dunes may develop on the spit. Marram grass may grow, which helps to bind the sand together. Eventually, the sand dunes will become more stable and support more vegetation. An example of a sand spit can be found at Glen Bay in County Kerry. A sandbar and lagoon are formed when a sand spit extends completely across a bay. This occurs due to the continued process of longshore drift. Sand dunes with marram grass may form over time to give stability to the sandbar. Once closed off, the bay then becomes a saltwater lake known as a lagoon. Over time, a marshland may form as rivers enter the lagoon and deposit silt and sediment. An example of a sandbar and lagoon can be found at Tramore in County Waterford and at Our Lady's Island in County Wexford. A tombolo was formed when a sand spit connects an island to the mainland. This occurs due to the continued process of longshore drift. The sand spit extends outwards into the sea and deposition builds up over time. Eventually, the sand spit may connect the island and the mainland. Sand dunes with marram grass may form over time to give stability to the tombolo. A tombolo can also form as longshore drift occurs and sand extends back from the island to the mainland. Deposition occurs in the sheltered water between the island and the mainland. An example of a tombolo exists at Sutton in County Dublin. Howth was an island, but the tombolo connected it to the mainland. The suburb of Sutton is located on the tombolo and has a population of over 5,000 people. A tombolo can also be seen at Omey Island in Galway. The tombolo is only visible at low tide and provides access to Omey Island for residents and tourists. At high tide, the tombolo disappears and the island is cut off from the mainland.